Hi guys, it's Chantale from Lepage Cafe. I am here to show you guys my last collection that I've created. They are very grungy, kind of writer's journal, I guess. I wanted to make it more grungy and less feminine. There is some seam binding as closure that I've grunged up. In the inside, it's pretty plain, but it still has a lot of character. I just love these. I love how they turned out. I love how grungy they are. These first two are spoken for. The rest are still available, and they are all on my Instagram shop, which I will link below. What else? So let's get started, shall we? I'm going to sit down. Hopefully I don't hit the table so it doesn't shake you guys too badly. These journals can be, they're also like, they're TN inserts. So they're 8 1/4 tall by 4 1/4 wide, give or take. They're a little bit more because of this trim on the edge. So these, we'll put these to the side. We'll start with the ones that are already spoken for because I want a record of them. All of these journals will come with a little pack like this, little paper pack. They have a variety of papers. There's that German tape in there. There's some little cards like this in there. And they also have these little scrappy little bits with some sewing, some staples on some of them. Here are an example. They will all be unique, all different, but you will get 5. So the number labels are from Tracie Fox, Love Junk Journal. I will link her shop below as well. I love these random numbers. And I'm not sure which kit these ones came from because I have a bunch of them. And there's some of them might have some, these are little tea bags that I have made into a ruffle. So I will show you as we go how you could use them in your journal. You just glue them down and then it gives a little interest to it. I just love these. I will also be doing a video on how I create these, just so that they're from the scraps. I don't like to throw out the scraps from the cutoffs, and and I just try to reuse them in any kind of way that I can. Okay, so the covers, let's talk about the covers. The covers have tea bags. There's some that are circled like this one, but most of them I believe are square. Might have a variety as well. So they have this lovely texture. They are tea bags that have been Mod Podged on the cover. All of these. The typewriters are from the old design shop. So thank you so much, Julie, for the lovely variety you've got on your shop. Oh, it's so great. So some of the letters in here that are the same, like these little tickets or whatever, are from a grocery store, I believe. They're French. These are from Julie's awesome shop. Some of them also, I cut them. There is, some of them have stitching on the cover, some don't. There is some journals with red stitching. But there's a variety of black and red. And the little labels, like I said earlier, in the little scrappies, are from Tracie Fox's awesome shop. And she's got a ton of variety of these awesome labels. I love them. So and that's that. Some of them will have a little tuck spot in the front and a tuck spot on the back. They are still textured as well. They have been Mod Podged as well. But then you can tuck your papers in the back or in the front. Some have the back and the front. Some only have just the back. Okay, so just so you guys are aware, let's flip through this one. There's a variety of awesome tea-dyed papers, mainly tea-dyed in this one. There's some little scrappies. This is a book. There's they have at least 4 pockets like this, and then there's at least one of these side pockets. Just like that. This is from the lovely Tracie Fox's Love Junk Journal shop. So, and then the grid as well is from her shop. So they're super cool. And then we've got at least one of these crunchy, oh, I love that noise, pages in each journal. There's some old ledger. I have stencils, as you can see. This old ledger is from the 1912. So thank you, Jessica, for these beautiful papers. I just love them. It took me a bit to use them, but I felt like, you know, the reason why I bought them was to share them and put them in journals. So these are originals. This is an original little letter as well. It goes all the way to the back, I believe, somewhere, because it's bound, right? There's also some bank statements like this, and these are from the 1910s to 1912s, I believe. Here's another one. This one is from 1912. Here's the another pocket. This is from Julie's shop as well. Old Design Shop. I will link her shop below, or her website. There's another pocket here. Here's the rest of this beautiful, I love this paper. The other side of the letter. You have at least 1 or 2 letters. Some of them have a little bit more. One journal out of all of these have more original letters, just because there's the other side of that one. This one is from 1912, just because it was a pack that was all together, so I thought I would keep it together. 1912. Little short pages. I love a variety of papers in my journals. And I tried to keep these kind of monochromatic, so all the same kind of color. There's another pocket here. And there's the other side of this lovely letter. This one is from Julie's shop as well. I didn't do much grunging on that one. It's just the way that it happens. There will be at least one of her lovely letters that I have printed and will grunge up and will be in each journal. I just wanted to get these videotaped so that I wouldn't forget when I sent the ones that were sold. Here's the other one. I'm just going to try to flip through these quickly so that this video is not forever long. This one flips that way. Here's one of the pockets. As you can tell, some of them have the red stitching as well. There should be red and black in every one of them. Here's a little scrap that I can throw out. These are super cool as well. They got a lovely texture. I think they're end books, like the end pieces at the end of the book. So this is the one in the middle. I did not add any beads or anything. I kept it pretty simple. Little scrap. Lots of stenciling, however. There's lots of texture in these journals. They're so great. And these are the scraps from, like I said earlier, I don't throw anything out. I just love the hanging folders. These are dark green hanging folder that I have covered with the tea bags. I don't know if I mentioned that. So here's another piece. This was the piece that usually has the metal. So I've cut it in half, well, ripped it in half and used it as a trim because I thought it was super cool. Here's the other side of the ledger, the vintage ledger from 1912, I believe. Yes, I think they are all from 1912. And then you got your pocket here. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, and the cover, this image, I believe I said, is from the Julie's shop, the Old Design Shop. I also added the little brads. So some have black, some have goldish color, some have this kind of copper color. So they're all a little different. So this one has one of Tracie's labels as well, of course. I love those number labels. They're so cool. And then this is from Julie's shop as well. Here's your envelope, little scrap. This one opens this way. Book page, another pocket. This is from her shop as well, Julie's shop. There's the lovely, one of the lovely letters. And then in the middle, 1912, this one opens up this way. And then it's got, there's a couple that have this beautiful kind of mustardy color. It's an end book page and I just loved it. So I had to include it. So this one opens this way, little pocket. The other side of that envelope, and then there's another, and then here's the other side of the ledger, and then you got your pocket. This one is kind of a wider pocket, but it's only in the back, I think. Yeah, and they all have a seam binding closure that has been inked up with some distress spray by Tim Holtz. There's some walnut stain and some vintage photo, sorry. Okay, so this one is got a little bit more collage on the top. And there is some of those labels from Tracie. These 4 are. This is from Julie's shop and the typewriter as well. This one has red stitched all the way around. I just love the textures of these, but they're not too thick. You can fit them in a cover. Like they fit perfectly, right? So they don't have too much sticking out. So you can easily have them in a cover and it shouldn't bother. It should fit just fine. There is a pocket for this one in the inside, front. This one goes that way. Stitching on the side. This one I decided to fold it the other way. Lots of stenciling. Thank you, Took, for that stencil. I just love it and it looks so cool. So just went a little crazy and stenciled everything. Here's one of those lovely book pages or letters from the bank. Here's another one, 1911 for this one. Another book end. This is very textured as well. These are my tea-dyed papers as well. Here's one of hers, from Julie's shop. The other side of the ledger. This is from 1912. For some odd reason, some of the ledger was like written this way and on the other side was written upside down. So I'm not too sure why, but it is stamped with the year. So that's kind of cool, 1912. Pocket. And then this one has a pocket on the back as well. Okay, now for this one. Now, how I've got them listed is by their number. So this one would be 298. This one would be that 94 with a star. And this one is, I don't know if you guys can see the number on here. Sorry if my hair got in the camera. It's 7128. So just so you know for the listings. Okay. 298 is that one. So this is the one that has a little extra stuff because it was all together and I didn't want to separate it because I thought it was kind of cool. So here's one of the letters tucked in the front. But the majority of the pages in these journals are the same. So I'm going to try to keep going fast so it's not too long. There's your ledger and bank statement. I love, love, love a variety of paper when I write. So 1911, there's the letter for that one. Here's another one from Julie's shop that I have grunged up and ink the edges. And here's the other side of the letter. And this one, 1911. Here's the ledger that is 1912. This one doesn't have much writing on it. Some of them do, some of them don't. Lots of stitching on the edge. That's kind of long, isn't it? I'm going to trim that. I guess I could have done that after, hey? So if you really like them, please go check out my shop. I don't know how long they will last. Here's another couple of those letters as well. The back pocket, so it tucks in very nicely. Okay. Now I'm just gonna put this one. I have to find the owners of those over here, so there's a little bit more room for the last two. This one has some stitching as well. It's got a little bit of distressing, pretend. Can't even talk. Paper ripped here. Here's the lovely one, field note, and this is from Tracie's shop. So this one is the cover. I love the texture. Here's the pocket. Pocket here, ledger. here, this is what all of the journals will have, one of these inked up letters that I just haven't had a chance to finish, but they will all get one. And yeah, so just so you know, it'll be stenciled, it'll be inked up, so it looks old, and it will be included in every one of the journals. But I just thought I'd let you guys know. I just wanted to get this video done, but they will all have that one. Here's the original from 1912. Here's the other side of that one. Opens up this way. Another pocket with a trim. Lots of sewing as well. And there's that little book page, and then you have your spot on the back. This one, the stitching is not zigzag, it's just plain. So I just thought, and a messy stitching around. I just thought I'd try something different. And there you go. This is the last one. And this one has black brads. And this number, the last one will have the 2650. I might have the R in the front as well for that listing. And then this one has the 1510, 1525. Here's the cover with the red stitching around this one, zigzag. And then it's got a little bit of zigzag there. They're pretty close to the same variety of papers, it's just in different orders. Here's the pocket, your ledger. See how it's on, this side is the right way and this side is upside down? I'm not sure why that happened. But it's the way that it was used, so that's how I used it. Here's the letter, bank letter. This one goes this way from 1911. This one has the letter as well, so I just, some of them, they will all have one, like I said already. Here's the other side of that ledger, which is super cool, I think. And pocket, old papers. This one goes like that. And then this one has a pocket on the back and then some stenciling and some grunging up as well. So hope you guys enjoyed these lovely journals. I definitely loved creating them. I have an idea for something fun soon. I think there will be bigger journals next. So I hope that you enjoyed this little series, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye for now.